What's going on, beautiful pot of people? It's the greatest rapper in all of known existence, your boy JusJrdn here with Rapper Reacts, and today we are going to be listening to The Big Push, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Bob Dylan cover. This is exciting, you know? The Big Push are incredible, and this is cool. Ren is releasing a lot of stuff right now, it seems like, which is super dope. And the Big Push is, I don't know if Ren was making music on its own before the Big Push. I'm not really, quite sure of actually the history of the Big Push, but I have reacted to some of their videos in the past, and they are so talented and so full of passion and so full of emotion. And it's kind of late. It's getting late here. And I just spent the last few hours, working on my own music, practicing. And I was like, you know what? I think I really want to watch this right now. So, I've just been in a good place with music. And I like to be, when I'm in this creative field like this, I love to receive music and inspiration from very talented people. And so let's check this out. Your boy was blazing a little bit as well, so I feel like the vibes are perfect, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If I do pick your suggestion, I will shout you out in the video. Let me know what you know about the history, about the Big Push, what you're excited about with some of the Ren stuff, and go pick yourself up a copy of my album, Olympus. I only got a couple more of those on hand, so that's cool. All right. Without further ado, let's get into this. 3, 2, 1.
That's by the grace of all time, Mr. Bob Dylan, everybody.
They're already jamming. Wow. Oof. Wow, look at all the people.
Won't take this patch out of me. I can't you see it anymore. It's getting dark to see, and I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
This is a great recording of this. Wow.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
What a vibe, man. Great camera work too. Wow. So awesome.
So mama, to put my guts in the ground.
Woo.
No, I can't use them anymore. And all these clouds are coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on. Oh, I feel like I'm knocking on. Knocking on heaven's door.
Very cool.
Knocking on heaven's door.
He also has a cool strap.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on. take
Woo!
this page off of me,
Oh,
'cause I can't use it anymore.
such an interesting tone.
And it's getting dark, too dark to see.
Very. This is sick, man.
I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
They didn't have three mics before, right?
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Say for the follow. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Very cool,
See
man.
the Lord, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Woo! Sick.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Lordy, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. All of you as well. One more time.
Oh.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So Lordy, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Very cool piece of content. Very cool piece of art. Great song selection here. Ah, you know, this is the one of the coolest parts about music. One of the coolest experiences in my own life is, doing shows of almost that size too, with thousands, maybe 500, 800 people. Not saying that I'm anywhere near these as accomplished as these guys, but I've got to play shows with some of my best friends. And when you're on stage with your boys and you're crushing it and everyone's having a good time, it's just such an incredible feeling. So you know those guys are such talented musicians, and they just seem like they boys, and they chilling, and they having a good time, and they're all just very talented, and they all bring, even though it's a simple cover, like it's not anything musically too complicated or anything like that. Everyone is so good at what they're doing, and not only are we getting the from the vocalist, all three of them, their different interpretation of each verse, and their own delivery and their own tone and their own emotion, and playing with the phrasings. It's very cool to see that. That was cool. And then we got the harmonies. And if you know anything, if I always will bring this up. I think the vocal harmonies is always it's just something. It's just beautiful. And so when you get the whole crowd singing and y'all harmonizing, I think it's a special moment. I think that's always such a good, beautiful moment for humanity. And so yeah, I loved it very much. So talented, cool order. Everyone is, even in the expression of their outfits. The drummer was doing his thing properly too. The crowd was really in it. Great video work too, and that's one thing I love about doing these reaction videos, and I talk about all the time, is that um I couldn't have been there, but the visuals and the sound recordings are so good now that it's the next best thing, and you can really create something that's very encapsulating and very expressive, and it's for a live recording that sounded great, and it looked great too, and it was just like a sunset. It's just so well done, so well done. They nailed it. Very cool. I could go on talking about this for a long time. That was just so well executed that I'm just incredibly impressed by it. That was super dope to see. Very excited. Hope that but that sorry about that. Hope that there's more big push coming out to the big push. because that was awesome. That was super super awesome. Before I go to one thing I gotta say too is I was even talking to my homie about this the other day. I have such a different interpretation of covers now. This is also why I love doing this channel. I've just, been making music for such a long time and growing as an artist and all that, learning. And I had such a different interpretation of what a cover is. I used to think that you did a cover because you thought you could do it better, but it's not about doing it better. It's about, paying it respect and putting your own artistic level of flair on it, whatever that may be. You're not trying to outshine people by doing a cover, so I just have a whole different interpretation of what a cover is, so I used to be very ignorant to them before, and now I'm like, oh no, that's cool. I think it's a super dope thing to do, and if you can put your own twist on it while still paying respect to such a beautiful, amazing song, I think it's super dope. Anyways, super dope. I loved it. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to see me react to next. I've been the greatest rapper in all of known existence. Your boy JusJrdn here with Rap Reacts. More love, more success to y'all.